So, I'm headed up to the cities to meet some of my teammates for this year's Ragnar Minnesota race. I'm a part of the Gunners and Friends team again, I being the friend. Everyone else is a member of the armed forces, most of them Army National Guard. It's a fun group. I know maybe a third of the people on the team, which is no problem for me. I love meeting new people. So this is going to be a fun experience. I have probably more stuff than I need. I always overpack. But I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Because that can get expensive, especially at Ragnar. They tend to price things a little higher because they know you need it. I will be definitely paying attention to my right leg, particularly my knee and my Achilles. My friend Scott gave me some insight as to why my knee hurts so bad, so I'll definitely be dealing with that. I'll give you a hint. My IT band is gonna hate me this weekend. So we'll see how it goes. I'm supposed to run 20 miles altogether, 4.4 for the first leg, 6.7 for the second leg, and then 9.1 for the third. Nothing that I'm really worried about. I'm going to focus on negative splitting, and when you sign up as a team, one of the actions you need to do is you need to tell the website what your 10K race pace is, because what they do is they then calculate how fast your team is going to be overall, and then from there they give you a starting time. I'll go this way. Now, I usually say about a 7:30 pace, but with recovering from the marathon and not training a lot, I decided to let my ego have the passenger seat, we'll say. If my ego were in the driver's seat, I would have at least put 7:30, but I said 8-minute pace. Probably still a little ambitious given the lack of training I've had, but I think between the 3 legs, that's an average of 6.6 miles a leg, and I know how to figure out how to work on the knee pain. I should be able to do it. Should. Well, we'll see. All right. Not too much more to talk about now. I'm just gonna keep focusing on driving here, and we'll talk with you later. All right, so here we are at the start line of Ragnar 2024. You see the start line back there. We're about 10 minutes before we're supposed to get going. I have a task. I have a scavenger hunt, picture scavenger hunt I need to fill. I have a lovely person coming to give me a pen to keep track of it all. Awesome. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen, thank you so much, Kathleen. There's Kathleen. She helped me out with this pen. So we're gonna start about 10 minutes here at 8:30. It's gonna be fun. It's Ragnar, of course it's gonna be fun. Andrea's starting off, so we'll get a video of her starting, and then we'll get on the road, literally. See ya.
All right, let's count them down and send them on their way. They're in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run!
Let's do it! Go, Andrea! zip through here. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, or not. Go, Andrea! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrea. Oh no! Happy birthday to you and many more. All right. So I'm about to start my first leg here. Blake ran off course about 3 miles. Some grandma pushing a stroller was standing right in front of the sign. So he and 6 other runners couldn't see it. They ended up running more than twice the amount they were supposed to. So that's fun. But getting ready here, gonna run 4.4, probably more like 4.5. We'll see what we do here. Beautiful day to run. Awesome crowd. All right, looks like give me the message. 1 mile to go. All right, see you later. All right, so first leg done, 4.43 miles. Went a little faster than I should have. It was due to bad grandma, but I still feel good. My slowest mile was 7:24 and got us back to a decent place. So we'll see how the next group of legs go. I'm not talking to anyone, leave me alone. Stop it, stop. All right, Whiny Winerson here, want to be part of my journey, so I'll let him. That's Blake, that's Chris.
Hey, this is the other Chris.
Yeah, that's Chris B. And there's Anthony. And then there's Andrea. I'm documenting.
Noah's on the course, right?
And Noah's running right now. He's earning his lunch. So there you go. That's my group. Van 1 of Gunners and Friends. All right, now I'm gonna go. See ya. All right, small victory. I've been looking for this magnet for 6 hours. I first saw this on another van and it sent me on almost a wild goose chase to find this van's magnet. I finally found them, number 81. It was fun to talk with them. Many of them made the trek from Michigan to Minnesota like I did. And some of them actually were neighbors of mine, like nearby towns. But, oh man, this almost totally makes my Ragnar experience, though there are many other things that are going well, but this is just icing. This is awesome. So hopefully you found something that makes your day a little bit better too. So we'll see you back on the trail in about maybe a couple hours. See ya. All right, about to get leg 2 underway. Our fearless leader, Anthony, is about halfway here. I'm excited to get going and wear my Thor shirt. I 5% wish I had Milner with me, but I also know that's really weird to work with the weight displacement. You know what I'm talking about? So we'll see how this goes, and I'm gonna get out of the way before I become roadkill. And that would make running really hard to do. All right, see ya. All right, so my 6.7 was actually 6.5, which is okay. First 4 miles were just under 8-minute mile pace. Last 2.5 were 7.5-minute mile pace. Felt good. The hamstring had a little twinge, but otherwise I'll work through it. But otherwise, pretty good. Now I'm gonna get some food and get some sleep, hopefully. All right, warming up for the final leg of my journey here. Leg 29 of 36 for the team. Got about 9.1 miles. We'll see how I do. I promised myself I would start really slow. Oh, that was beautiful. And ease into it. We'll see if I stay with that. But, you know, it's all for fun and pushing yourself and doing your best. So I'm gonna keep warming up here and we'll see you on the other side. Well, leg 3 is done. It was a little tougher than the others by a little tougher, I mean a lot tougher. I ended up walking some of it, but I turned it into an interval training. So there was that. But you know, for not training at all for this, I think I did pretty good, pretty well. Hopefully I didn't hurt my team too badly. We were about an hour ahead, so our scheduled time, so we'll take it. But I gotta eat something and then rinse off, so it's a little bit. So one of the best things about Ragnar post-race party are these awesome leg compression sleeves. Now, I have some at home. I can use more. But man, this feels good after 20 miles on the road. Listen to good music, chat, chilling out with friends. Be on the vibe here. Next time I see you, we'll be crossing the finish line with our entire team. So see you there. All right, here we are.
Team 32 and Team 170 both coming in. That's Gunners and Friends, Quadrosaurus Rex.
There we go. It is done. D-U-N. Well, it is Saturday, 7:35 p.m. and I am heading back home from the cities after Ragnar, Minnesota. We finish in a time of 30 hours, 17 minutes, which was, I think, an hour and a half, or maybe at least an hour short of ahead of our projected time. And as I like to say, what challenges you should change you. And while this is my 8th Ragnar, and actually my second running this exact course, this still managed to change me. This is the first Ragnar I had run where I did virtually no training for it since I was recovering from my marathon, and for a while I thought my injuries were something else. After talking to a friend who suggested a remedy for one of the problems I had, I realized that I am actually in better shape than I anticipated. Now, that doesn't mean things hurt much less than they did before, but I have a much better idea of how to handle it. And by pushing myself in these challenges, I learned that I know how to handle a situation where I might not have been able to handle the lactic acid buildup. Lactic acid is that chemical that builds up in your muscles that after a while you don't release it. It causes your muscles to tire and fatigue sets in. I know how to handle that now in a better way. I also know that I need to use a tool or some tools that I already have in more frequency. And I have to tell you the importance of assembling a team or being on a team. I didn't assemble the team, but being on a team where you either know the people well enough to know that you're going to have virtually no friction with them or drama, or you don't know them at all, so it's a clean slate. I had the pleasure and the fortune of being in a van with two good friends. Another friend who I met a couple times in certain circumstances happens to be the twin brother of one of those good friends. And two other gentlemen who I met this weekend who we got along very well. It was very enjoyable. The conversation was lively. The jokes were fast and furious. We even had a shared situation that actually became the defining moment of our van experience. To explain it would risk losing the magic of it, but just know that those moments that happen out of chance or serendipity should always be treasured. Even thinking about it, I laugh because of how we reacted and the circumstances that surrounded it. So all in all, a very successful Ragnar experience for me. Probably one of my favorite Ragnar experiences, given all things considered. We'll find out sometime this week how we rank, not only overall, but in our division of military/public service. I still haven't figured out if teacher qualifies as public service. I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, I hope the next time you find yourself challenged, you discover a way for it to change you, maybe change your outlook on something, change the way you handle a situation, but make it something that will leave a positive impact on you. All right, so that's my Ragnar experience. If you ever want to try a Ragnar and you have questions, please reach out to me. I am by no means a be-all and end-all aficionado of Ragnar, but I definitely have some experience with 8 Ragnar races under my belt. And I love to get people running. I absolutely adore this sport for what it has given me, and I want others to have what I have, which is fantastic fitness and great memories. So have a good one, and as always, remember to pass on perfection and go for greatness.